Hello, today is the 21st of October. This is what we did today in math. I actually went over the lesson 17 answers, the homework that we did. Number one is 8 centimeters cubed. We're just multiplying 2 times 2 times 2. Number two, decide if each number on the list is a perfect square. A perfect square means that you're multiplying the same number by itself. So those are it. Because 4 times 4 is 16, 5 times 5 is 25, 10 times 10 is 100, and so on. Then write a sentence that explains your reasoning. So each of these values depends on the number multiplied by itself. All right. If you have any questions, make sure you let me know. Send me a message on Canvas or see me at 2 o'clock so I can help you with this. Number three, decide if each number on the list is a perfect cube. So those are all the ones that's perfect cube. I mean, they multiply the number by itself. For example, 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. So that's why I circled F. All right. Now to find volume, you can multiply any three numbers. It doesn't have to be a perfect cube, but you can still multiply those same three numbers to find volume. So if a square has a side length of 4 centimeters, what's its area? So its area is 16 centimeters squared, right? We're just multiplying because a square is base times height. That's all it is. The area of a square is 49 meters squared. What's the side length? So divide that, and that's 7, because 7 times 7 is 49. If a cube has an edge length of 3 inches, what's its volume? So 3 times 3 times 3, 27 inches cubed. Notice I have the exponents there. Anytime there's a 2, that means it's area or surface area. Anytime there's a 3, that means it's volume. And then number 5. So I showed my work here. For the volume is 6 inches cubed. For the prism is a 6 inches cubed, same thing. And then for the surface area, prism B is a little bit bigger. So these are the three correct statements. And then C and D are incorrect. More inch cubes can be packed into prism A. No, they're both the same. And then the two prisms have the same surface area. No, they don't. All right. Again, this is how to find surface area. You have to multiply by 2 because there's two sides, front and back, top and bottom and all that. Okay. On Friday, we're going to have our first big assessment. It's on Unit 1. Know about area. Know about corresponding height to base. So area is like base times height for quadrilaterals and base times height divided by 2 for triangles. Corresponding height to base. So for example, if this was the base, is this a corresponding height? No, of course not. Okay. Is this a corresponding height? No. What about here? Is this a corresponding height? Is this a corresponding height? Yes, it is, right? Because it's going to the opposite vertex right here. All right. What if the base was here? Would this be the corresponding height? It's going to the opposite vertex, but it's not because it's not 90 degrees. Again, remember it has to be 90 degrees. How about here? Sorry, I'm supposed to hit the opposite vertex. Yes, now that's 90 degrees. Okay, so that would work. And then surface area we just kind of talked about. Volume, remember, multiply by the same number 3 times. So if you have 10 to the third power, 10 cubed, that means it's volume most of the time. So that means it's 10 times 10 times 10. And then squaring, this is squaring. So like that, that's squaring. So that means that's 10 times 10. All right. That means we're talking about area or surface area. Either one. And then parallel, lines that are parallel, right? Okay, like these two. I mean, they're not the best, but they're parallel. This is not parallel. And then perpendicular, perpendicular has to be 90 degrees. So this is a 90-degree angle. Sorry. So this is the 90-degree angle. This could also be a 90-degree angle too, like that. Another thing that we talked about was making sure that we pick 3 new accountable talk categories and pick 1 accountable talk from each category. All right. I changed it to a PDF, so now you can write on it if you want, and you can circle whatever you like. Make sure we go on iReady. If you haven't done the 2 lessons yet, make sure that we do that. And just look over the math for Friday. If you know these, then you're pretty good to go. Have a good day. Any questions, let me know. Thanks.